Right. And he had this beautiful, rich bass voice. The man sang well. He did. Uko salama leo asubuhi?
Shukuru sana.
Oh, very good. Skitty's in red.
Yeah.
Like red. Like
red.
Spicy hot chili pepper red. Good morning. I might saw my own things. It's Geshrek. Thank you very much. It's red. Marian, good morning. She woke up yesterday to be here today. I hope everybody's okay getting into it this morning. JB, good morning. Mutanu, good morning, everybody. Karibu sana. It's the 5th of August, and it's 12 minutes past 6, and I'm not happy this morning.
Why?
Because another young man is dead under unclear circumstances, and his last known contact was in a police station with police officers. And we're going to look, it's actually the story that's making the headlines today and has been all over the news yesterday. We'll look into the details. But that yesterday we had a conversation about command responsibility, whether it's individual responsibility or command responsibility with the police. And then, voila, yet another story comes out. We're going to talk about it. It's already driving me crazy. But let me tell you the conversations that we'll be having today in addition to other things. Sawa. We're going to end today with a conversation around insurance and marine insurance. When you hear marine, what do you think? And what exactly does that exactly mean? Yes. We're going to be talking about that at 9 o'clock today with Dennis Karanja, who's the general manager at the regional business at the Liaison Group. He joins us at 9 o'clock for that conversation. All right. So before that, we will then have a conversation with Professor Kivuda Kibwana, who is a lecturer at the Daystar School of Law, and Alenga Torres-Sturt is a policy analyst. We're going to be looking at national unity and politics. We're talking about perspectives on bipartisan unity, government performance, and opposition initiatives. All of this in a conversation this morning. Why will we do it? Because so many conversations running around what really is happening and government performance. The president met the elders in State House yesterday and promised them money every month and increase to chiefs in terms of a payment. 6 months ago, it was supposed to be in 6 months' time that every single chief was supposed to have a tablet.
There was a vehicle as well.
I
think they're also supposed to be armed or something.
Yeah. I don't know.
It was in 6 months' time.
It was in 6 months' time, and we're now in August because that conversation happened in February this year. 6 months? Yes. After 6 months, all chiefs were supposed to be having tablets. Some of the same chiefs were at State House yesterday. I don't know that they got those. So when we talk about performance and these things, Sasa, the CS, John Buddy, was told yesterday, endo tafute pesa, upatia watu. Then he actually came to the stage and he said, Sasa, vile nimeambiwa, wacha niende nitafute pesa, ndio nyinyi mpate. I mean,
niko na swali.
Axe.
The elderly people were invited in State House. One asked the question, when the president made that promise, under what budget?
Hey, God.
Like, ameambiwa enda tafute pesa kutoka, because there is no any other manufacturing plant where the government gets money from. The government gets money from our taxes, and that money is budgeted for.
My darling, usiweke hizi vitu kwa roho. Let me tell you.
Mimi nimejaa.
Let me tell you, number one. You see this money that they were talking about that they're going to give people? It is not going to happen.
Yeah.
They will not find the money. They will not be given this money. They went, they clapped in State House, they're done. Look, I'm getting to the point whereby it's obvious that some of the things that you say out in the open, that the pesa itaenda from 15,000 to 30,000. Utakuwa unapata pesa kila mwezi. Kwa simu yako, iko na jina lako, with this amount. It's supposed to be happening from this month. Alafu, you're saying that. Alafu, you're telling the CS Treasury in the same meeting, enda utafute yo pesa. Then the CS comes and stands and he says,
because is it a policy position, number one? Second of all, when was that discussed?
Yesterday.
That notwithstanding, even the elderly, as we speak right now, they're entitled to some money.
They clapped yesterday. They were
which delays anyway.
You know what? That is now forming part of our conversation at 8 o'clock. At 7 o'clock, Just don't wait first. There's more to anger you. At 7 o'clock, Eric Wamombi is the Member of Parliament for Madeira constituency. We're going to be looking at the Grand Coalition. Can Uhuru and Kalonzo build a united opposition to end Ruto's presidency? Can they? Will it work? Let's talk about that with the Member of Parliament at 7. Okay?
Yeah.
So many things there are happening. And as we talk about that, this conversation will come into play, this thing that you're asking about. So what happened at State House yesterday? And why does it seem as though this is the platform for 2027? Is there an intent? I mean, look, I think it's a great thing that you want to give the elderly in communities a bit of a stipend to then be able to sort out themselves because, you know, they're elderly and they can't get a, you know, proper work, but they need sustenance. But do you mean to? Is that your intent? Or do you want to show that there's something that you have over people by making a promise?
Yeah.
And that we've gotten to that point, everything that you do must be questioned. Yikes, is not a fun place to be. All right, so that's what our conversations look like this morning. Watching Wambi, very welcome this morning. Thank you for being in the Situation Room. Dennis Tolaseto and Nduako with you this morning. And we get into the Situation Room, Kenya's biggest conversation on this Wednesday. It's Hump Day.
Yeah.
And as we get into the rest of the week from here, let's see what it looks like here on out. Thank you for joining us, our audience on KTN, Karibu Sana. And our live streams are up on YouTube, Facebook, and on X.
Yes.
Wherever it is that you tuned in around the country, the region, and the world, we will comfort the afflicted. And will comfort and will afflict
the
comfortable. Sawa. So let's get into it this morning and tell us what the Malians have
The
to
Malian proverb today actually makes sense to Kenyans this morning. Indecision is like the stepchild. If he doesn't wash his hands, he is called dirty. If he does, he is wasting the water.
say. That again.
Indecision is like the stepchild. If he doesn't wash his hands, he is called dirty. If he does, he is wasting the water.
It's like the stepchild. You damned if you do, you damned if you don't. So you might as well take a position and stay with it because, look, it's like they say, whatever you do, they're going to talk about you. So whether you say, whether you do it or not. So if you've decided in your mind that it is the best decision to take, you'd rather go with it. Or if you go in a particular position or a particular direction, just go with that. Because they're going to talk about you either way. And many could say it doesn't really matter in which direction. If you're making the wrong decision, you might as well stick by it as opposed to telling us one thing today and another thing tomorrow. I mean, which is it? And that's the thing about indecision.
Yes.
That if you've not taken a position, you will always be castigated. So guess what? Take one and stick with it.
For me, he talks about Kenyans. You're asked to talk. You talk, you're becoming rowdy and noisy. You don't talk, you do not question. Choose a side and stick by it. Choose a side and stick by it. You know, defend your position and stand by it to the last step. Yeah, watch us mention yotasema.
Kabisa. Kabisa.
I like you. You know, before you even get to the papers of Watu, there's something that I was having a conversation and I just realized that we want to go to Vision 2060, which is a good thing. But there is a Vision 2027. Yeah.
There's one.
2022, 2027. That was a vision. Have we achieved Vision 2027 before we start thinking of Vision 2060?
Seems that you've come up with a hard question this morning. Then Denyora came out of hiding. I don't know where he has been. And yesterday, he's like that meerkat in the desert who just pops out of the sand. And he was like, Allah, Sasa to go 2060. It was so funny the way he said it. Like, okay, you're confusing us. But yeah, and then Denyora is still alive. And if you're wondering, you know, what his position is, that was his position as well. And so what have you then been able to achieve? We all want to try and make the world a better place, don't we? Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race.
Yeah.
Yep. Good morning, Don Sabwa. They were looking for you. Well, wacha tusalimie watu. Don Sabwa, good morning. Now that we have or use a ladder for chickens to rest on 20th floor, Aseto, wanajua kupanda ngazi hata baiskeli.
Gani?
I don't.
Liuzwa.
Oh, baiskeli iliuzwa. Oh no. Oh no. D Convo says, good morning, great citizens. Well, good morning to you, sir. Kiari Peters tuning from Mombasa. No, Kiari, don't just say good morning and go away. We are used to you saying things. Come back. Come back, darling. Give me another try. Hey, today is the song for the day is the day for singing. Okay. James says, hello, in life, demand that what comes to your tongue first passes through the mind and you will have less regrets. Kabisa. Every day, shake it. Are the batteries in? If the batteries are not in, go back to the house, put in the batteries, and then let's go from there. Brain to mouth filter batteries,
like
very important.
By the time you pull the trigger, it has gone through your mind.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Rose Grace says, good morning, Ndwana Seto, Kenya. Hii ni ngumu kweli. Aish. Even though that's how, I'm not saying it. It is Grace who has written. Aish.
And imagine we understand.
Imagine we
That's
get
the
it.
thing. We get it. Like, yeah, I feel you. That's where we are. Oh, wow.
Aki Grace, tunakupenda sana, my dear sister. Robert Brogus tuning from Mombasa. G. Kenyon says, good morning from Nairobi. And Beatrice Omanra says, good morning, Ndwana Seto. Good morning to you. Victor Nyamok is tuned in and says, good morning, good people. And Nashon Gugi says, good morning, Ndu and Dennis. Bitok was in charge during some of the alleged issuance of passports. Yes, he was. What does His Excellency, or rather, what does he Bitok now, feel when he surrounds himself with those characters? Now Somalia heads have entered into the chat room. Yes. Then he was removed. He went to education, made a muck of things there, and then now he's on to tourism. Let's wait and see what happens.
2 million visitors.
Bas. Tibbs Muge says, good morning, it's Spice FM team. The next administration should focus on auditing the whole state, including the servers. All of it. Musemo Kweli is saying, good morning, great patriots. Good morning to you. Panic, desperate, confused. Kasongo has now resulted in bribing chiefs, village elders to con and brainwash them to rig the 2027 elections. He tried it in Okalau and failed. Whoa, low, and a few more lows. Linda Gola says, good morning, bonjour à tous. Ça va bien, merci et vous. Rahim Sula Omar says, good morning from Nairobi, Kenya. Arrest Dwali and the other two hate mongers. Why target Kagushi alone? All right. Drift Session says, good morning and welcome back, everybody. Happy Wednesday to you too. Shak Bet says, top of the morning, Spice FM. Good morning to you. Bernard Ogamba says, good morning. We expect more hate speech propagators aligned in court. Or arraigned in court? Yes, we do. Otherwise, selective amnesia is a recipe for more chaos. Yeah. You got to apply the arm of the law across board. Arrest one, arrest the others.
You know, there's a Swahili saying that says, sheria ni kama msumeno, wakata mbele na nyuma.
Msumeno is what now?
It's saw.
A saw.
It cuts both in front and when it comes back.
Yeah. Yes, that's true. Okay. Alan Otero says, good morning, my best people. 102.5 is locked this Wednesday. Kabisa. And welcome. Karibu sana. Ramtula says, Ndo ya malaika. Whoa, yay. I am a chocolate caramel brown. I enjoy it fully. If I was any lighter, I would be blushing, but just imagine that I am. Eric Awar says, good morning, guys. A very good morning to you. Kimiak's woken up this morning like you are Seto, and he has said, how can one man in one office have so much of our taxpayers' money, while thousands of health workers, teachers, and students have none to just run operations? Nothing good will come out of the Kenya Kwanzaa administration. Kimiak, it's true.
Please
what kind of money did you give yesterday?
Yeah.
And you, at the same time, simultaneously, you have hospitals that are grinding to a halt in this country because y'all just can't agree on the thing that you wrote on a piece of paper.
Wait, 450,000 children didn't go to school.
Yes.
Because no funds.
Hey.
But we have funds that the cabinet secretary atenda kutafuta because ameambiwa.
Yo, pesa hata pe, I'm telling you now, if they, maybe they'll receive one time, then the next, ask me. Fiery Red says, good morning, Ndwana Seto. Oh, you've said Azimio is useless and dead. Musamo Kweli. Sawa. Good morning, Ndwana Seto, Refi Red. Eish, y'all can make a good singing duo. Come on, any time you're dancing on Fridays. We should bring back Friday dancing. Bernardo Gamba agrees that Ruto is a shrewd politician. After realizing to have lost churches, he has now come up for our villages, using our elders as he used our clergy. Whoa. Wow. If you look at that. Yandika says, good morning, lovely people of Conland. Ouch.
Ndika.
Bwangi Juma says, good morning, Spice FM. How are you this blessed Wednesday? We are fine. Kenyans in Texas have said, Sisi Nisifuna is real to the end. Oh, okay. Wanda is tuned in into an episode from Toronto. Quick question for you. What is your go-to activity to unwind after a busy or stressful day? I don't know if there's just one.
There are many. I try to do carpentry.
As in Mbao?
Mbao, fundi wa mbao.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, where?
There's a school around here. Yeah.
Are we talking about carpentry?
Yes, okay. Carpentry.
Sawa. It's good.
How do you think I know that saying of Sumeno in a katambele?
Get out. Just get out. What?
Yeah, but carpentry, yeah. I try to be a carpenter.
Okay.
Yep.
I think I don't know. What do I do? I
read.
Yeah, exactly. I read. Bishanga says, good morning. Oh, yes, that's what we do. Nyakundi Emmanuel says, good morning, Ndu Anaseto. Why is the head of state micromanaging everything, and these days he doesn't fear announcing the bribe he gives out? Well, some things you'll shy away from some things at some point. Bishanga says, anger galore. Yani Ruto is like wash, rinse, and repeat. Imagine. Yes. Reuse, recycle. What's the other R? I can never remember it. Anyway, Mashara and Jero says, good morning, tuned in. Team Spice. Ndu and Dennis watching from Portland in Oregon. Dennis Rigiji told Kenyans that Ruto is the current owner of De La Rue.
De La Rue. Well, no wonder now I know where
Gachagua says some interesting things.
I know where the cabinet secretary will go get the money.
Tindo?
We print money.
We just print some.
Yeah, just print some.
Wow. Okay. Bishanga still says that even with all the anger, manifesting a good day and Delulu land. So lovely, Ndu Anaseto Asante. Good morning to you. Jennifer Tenney says, good morning, Ndu and Dennis. Spice family, looking forward to a great conversation. Good morning to you. And Daniel Churu is also tuned in and says, good morning, fam. If Africa doesn't wake up and unite soon, there's going to be a carved up again for plunder. Disillusioned African youth are taken to the Middle East, radicalized, sent back, equipped by Western actors. You're not wrong.
True.
You really are not wrong. This is it. Osana Emily says, good morning. Who is next on the queue? Many promises await you. Yes, Kenya Ningumu. Yeah. Joe Gemma says, good morning, Team Spice. The elderly used to be paid 2K per month in the Jubilee regime. KK regime has not been honoring the same. It's a lying regime, promising meat while they can't even buy mandazi.
Just a simple question.
Yeah.
2K you can't.
Have you paid the 2K? Do you understand?
I'm telling you.
Have you paid the 2K? Have you continued the 2K that you were doing? Yeah, a couple of days ago, Beatrice Ilache told us that Ruto has just been continuing the things that Uhuru started. Sawa. Okay. The 2K? So you pay that one first before you now give them more?
It's like Linda Mama was something that was going on. When we came in, we said we were scattering this off because we have a better thing. Then, pregnant women started complaining. It's like coming to tell them now, Satumewarudishia, he taongezea pesa. Yet what was there, you removed it from them. Do I need to go to education funding mode?
No.
Capitation?
Not today.
Okay.
Not today.
Okay.
Somehow I found myself again. Hey. Wololo. Osena unaona sasa. And Joe. Okay. Wizzy says, good morning, Spice. Sunshine and rainbows to you too, my dear. And Simon Mueho says, good morning, Empress Ndu Seto and the Spice family tuned in as always. Asante Sana. Cliff Sunday is tuned in. Good morning, Team Spice. Many happy returns for all the Kenyans who appreciate the conversations you have. Another morning, yet more to regret about this regime. We need better leaders. Amen. Amen. Cliff, good morning to you. Ntuflani says, good morning. Do you have uji in Nigeria? Siwezi Maindi and Dimusai. We have something like it. Depends on what part of the country that you're from. The northern part will do the uji, what we don't call... Okay, all around the country, we have... It's called different things. Akamu. It's a smoother uji than what you have here. Oh, no, I'm just wanting
It's actually smoother. It just depends with how you're preparing it, actually.
No, it's actually made and it's smooth. It's smooth, like really creamy. Yeah. But then you can also have the thicker one, which is acha, which is in English, I think it's called fonio. Fonio is a grain, so that's what the uji is made up from there. But anyway, yes, we do. The answer to your question. And so now you've got me all nostalgic, and I actually want akamu. And that's what I'm going to go home and do today. I'm going to go and make akamu because, yes, I carried some all the way to Kenya. Moving along swiftly. Good morning. That's your way of saying good morning, Mutuflani. Engineer Julius Opani says, good morning, my good people. Tuned in. The harvest season is here. The Quakers village elders, who next?
Yeah.
SMB there, good morning to you. It's been a minute. Good morning, people. Are we heading to Singapore or to Afghanistan? Where?
We're not heading anywhere.
We are here.
We're here.
Oscillating. Thomas Osoro said, good morning, guys. Good to see you again. Can you guys invite Safuna to the Situation Room again? We need to know some issues. Yeah, okay, we'll see. And Abdurizak Kali says, good morning. Today, I'm trading and listening to Spice Double Task. May you trade well, my friend.
Yes.
And may you make profits. Karibu sana. Thank you, everybody, for being in the room this morning. Very lovely to have you as we get into the conversations for today. Let's look at what's happening with the weather because, man, the last couple of days, if me ndu with a U, a single one, with a single N, a D, and U, I can tell you that it is cold and I've been shivering to this thing. Then it is cold.
There is.
Temperatures have dropped significantly.
This tourist who came to Kenya to enjoy the sun. It's like, yo, I'd rather go back to my country.
Which Kenya did I come to?
Which Kenya did I come to?
All right.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at what's going to happen with the weather. We've already been told that it's going to be a little bit drier over the next couple of months and no rain, at least not for now.
Yep.
So let's see. Then we'll look at the roads and see what traffic has in store. Then we'll come back and look into the headlines. Good morning at 28 to 7.
This is the Situation Room. The only way to start this is the Situation Room. The only way to start your day.
A living, but never made it back alive. The 19-year-old border rider was arrested over what his family says was a minor traffic offense. Days later, they collected him from police custody, battered, in pain, and struggling to stand. He died soon afterwards. A post-mortem found he had suffered fatal internal injuries caused by blunt force trauma, making him the latest face of the country's mounting allegations of police brutality and deaths in custody. Of course, there is the inset of Albert Ojwang killed by police. That's what we are seeing. But look at what this case looks like in numbers. Otieno was a border rider. He was 19. 10,000 shillings is the cash bail that was allegedly demanded. The next number will shock you.
Yeah.
2 liters of blood were found in his abdomen during post-mortem. Now, we must understand that an adult male, and I had to read this yesterday, an adult male, through your system at any one time, you've got 4.5 to 5.5 liters of blood running through your system.
2 liters is half.
2 liters that then has gone into your internal organs. This can only be caused by certain conditions. If you had a rupture, and it has to have been caused by something else, or if there was constant, continuous injury to the certain area. Blunt force trauma is what we're looking at.
Yeah.
Kicking, hitting with a blunt object in repetition over and over again. Until you bleed in and bleed out. In this case, he bled in.
Yeah.
2 liters in the abdomen, whereby not less than a liter is running through that system at one time. But here it is, and it is sitting. Let's look at some more numbers. 5 is the number of officers the family's lawyer suspects were involved in the arrest, and this is currently under investigation. We did see that the lawyer spoke yesterday and said, if the CCTVs in this police station are working, then we will be able to see how he came in, what happened, and how he left.
Who took him in?
Because what did the sister say? Some of the things that we saw yesterday, we can just go through this, is that when he called them, or when now he had left, he was in pain. He couldn't stand. And he was actually now vomiting. And what did the police officer say to her? Clean up that mess and get this guy out of here.
Yeah.
And when they took him, he didn't even make it beyond that. He died. Shortly after. According to Wanjiro Wajiro, who is an activist and co-founder of the Mathare Social Justice Center, we thought it would end with Albert Ojwang or Julian Jockey. Muthaiga police arrested Eric Otieno on Saturday, and on Tuesday he was dead. They beat him to death. We can't live like this, guys. Something has got to give. Thursday, ni mandamano. That is what she said. I don't care how you look at it. This boy came to the police station alive. He left and he's dead. And the things that happened to his body, you know what the thing is? The body will tell you the story. The body will
body
tell you the
always
story.
speaks.
Always will tell you the story. And somebody, this one again, they've not finished answering for Albert, or even finished answering for Julia, or not even finished answering for the I can never pronounce Kianjokomo brothers, who
Not
died
even
in a
Rex.
police vehicle. They've not answered for Rex. Now we've added another one on top of it.
Yeah.
Yesterday we had this conversation about who takes responsibility. You are not finished doing nonsense. Now another one is here. Because we can infer, and this can be in the court of public opinion, but there's certain things already that are shouting at us. This boy was arrested. He was in good health.
Yeah.
The
He was
way
on his border for
he was on
heaven's
his
sake.
border, he was collecting, he was
Yeah.
riding. Then when he leaves, he's coughing out his insides and then dies. And then the police, the post-mortem is telling us that this boy was actually in a terrible state in his insides. No. I don't know how we're going to start shouting. But you're around looking for goons that don't exist. Huh? Or the ones that exist, you can't seem to find them. Look at what is happening. I don't care how thin you slice it. I don't care what political side you're on. I don't care if you half term, quarter term, 16 term. I don't care. The value that we place on human life has been so debased, and that we are not shouting from the rooftops for something to be done is an indictment on all of us.
I don't get how authorities would sit and allow such things to happen. Because losing a single life is one too many. But the repetition with which these things happen, especially under police custody, leaves us worried. Because at any given point when you are in trouble, the first place you run to is a police station or to a police officer, because you trust.
We even laugh
that
about
they
it. We
will
say call
protect
police.
you.
Yes.
Call police.
Yeah.
But if these are things that you're seeing, where do we run to? Why are we making it so easy for Kenyans to hate the police?
And you know what, Dennis? And I've just seen a comment here, and actually I thought about it, and I said, you know what? Linda, you're right. IPOA is supposed to be a policing oversight authority.
Yes.
That they were not shouting from the rooftops is a problem. That you are not saying, come on, who was there? That somebody is not in bracelets. That somebody is not chilling their heels somewhere for you to start asking them questions. We're just doing about saying, we want to look at CCTV. A boy came, you arrested a boy. He has left. He's dead. And the body is already speaking. And we are waiting. You're waiting for today to make a statement or what?
You're waiting for a headline for you to speak. You're waiting for media to carry a story. Then all of a sudden it's a press conference. Ndu, you see, there's a police officer who picked up this kid, right? Arrested them.
A minor offense. What are we talking
Yeah.
about? What are we talking about?
Took him to that police station. There was an OB officer. There is an officer who escorted this boy to the cells.
What did he do? What did he do? What did he do? What did he do that would warrant you kill him? What did he do? Come on, why do you have the rule of law? Okay, if he had committed an offense and he was able to pay, then hold him. Bring him and present him before a court of law.
When was it
What
right
did he do?
for officers to think that torture is okay? That beating up someone is okay simply because, first of all, look at what it is they're asking for. 10,000 shillings as bail. He did not have it. Then you resort to beating him up because he's decided not to, because he doesn't have the money. What did he do? Even if he abused a police officer, okay, fine, he abused a police officer. That warrants you killing this boy. Then we're here saying Kenyans are attacking police officers.
We have
don't
a
trust
duty.
police
We
officers.
have a duty.
We just have to say.
We have a duty to do much more than be upset.
Yeah.
We have a duty to do much more than be upset and we have a duty to do much more. I've even forgotten. Brian Odhiambo, you disappeared him. We don't know where he is. What did he do? The others that you decided not to beat up, they served their sentence in the Naivasha maximum. Guess what? They're out. This man, we can't find him since January last year. Do you realize that it's a year people don't know where this boy is, where this young man is? Now you've added another one. How many dead bodies? How many dead bodies do you need on the number for us to say, okay, hold up. It's too much.
Ndo. If today someone breaks the law and they are arrested by a police officer, what runs through their mind? If you're picked up by police today, what runs through your head?
You're probably thinking, I'm not going to make it out alive.
Exactly.
Unfortunately.
Then how do Kenyans live with that information, and how do you think they will act with that information? That they can't trust that the safest place to be, which is a holding center in a police station, is the unsafest place to ever be on this face of the world.
See, somebody right now is cooking story. Somebody right now is altering CCTV footage camera. IPOA is just chilling. Excuse me. This is too much. I'm sorry. Another Kenyan is dead on your watch where he was supposed to be safe. Or you explain to us, because he was last with you. You explain to us what happened to him.
What happened?
We have a lot more in terms of responsibility to do than it's not just, than being upset and to express this angst. There is a responsibility that we bear beyond being upset, because this unacceptable doesn't even begin to describe it. This is evil manifesting in present day.
IPO, if you can't do your job, leave. Let people who can do that job do it.
It's horrific. It's horrific.
Do it.
And while that is happening, if we even go to page 2, these youngsters are showcasing leadership and rich culture in the songs, the dance, and the poetry that they're bringing out in the music festivals. That's what they're doing. And look how old they are. We have a job to do. Lecturers reject the PSC plan to slash retirement age by as much as 15 years. Okay. And a man overcomes ridicule to help couples embrace breastfeeding. Carry on with you, man. I think it's a good thing. Azimio seeks to unite opposition as president entices village elders. Okay, good with that. But, our young boy's been killed.
Yeah.
Ruto returns to the pulpit as 2027 top race gathers pace. Okay, we're talking to church again. Ruto unveils 3,000 monthly stipend for 106,000 village elders. Where's my calculator?
Pay 2K.
2K you couldn't pay.
Pay 2K, you want to add a K. Utatoa wapi?
My child churero this morning tells me if I'm child churate improperly, that 106,000 times 3,000 is 318 million shillings per month.
Multiply by 12.
Times 12. Can my child churero do it?
About
Times
$1 billion?
12 is 3.816 billion shillings that you're going to be giving out as a stipend to village elders.
So did we budget for 3.8 billion?
Relax, aliambia badi ende tafute hiyo pesa mahali. Right here, I found myself again. Family demands answers after police officers beat kin to death. Yes, Kenya is demanding answers again. I'm just sad that we have to be talking about this thing again. I don't know, man. My heart is not okay. 2 more suspects are detained over the death of Dr. Matiso, a gentleman and a lady. And they've been held for 14 days to figure out what happens because a stolen vehicle. Maybe this is all. Angela and Makaralu, they've been arrested. Brings together 4 arrested to the murder of Dr. Mutiso. Now, Kagushia went missing yesterday. It's somewhere between Kamkunji and Milimani. Then he came back and they said, oh, sorry, we were just, So there's some drama there. And then he was released on bond later on and he's supposed to then hear.
Disappeared in the hands of the police.
I think he just went out briefly and laughed. So the one, Allah, where did he go? So they called him, he came back. It's just craziness happening there. Nairobi revives a 78-year-old metro plan to end city traffic nightmare. Sorry.
70?
80-year-old. Sorry. Gosh.
Realize if someone is 78 years today, they are entitled to have that 3,000 bob.
Sakaja and Ruto are backing a 1 trillion shilling underground rail project linking the CBD to Eastlands, Westlands, and Upper Hill. Proposed rapid transit system proposes 20-minute journeys across the capital. Let me not laugh. I think it's a wonderful idea. It's wonderful. And I think that if you had something like that in a capital city, it would be great. Getting people from place to place in under 20 minutes. Ghafla bin vu, there's no longer any traffic. Let's get it done. 1 trillion shillings in the bag.
Okay.
Lakini
Basa hapo sasa ndio nataka kusikia hapo.
iko wapi chapati machine?
Unasema chapati machine. When will you open that thing that you built at Haile Selassie?
Hapo chini, that
Hapo
thing.
chini.
No, we're going to remove it. In fact, you know what's going to happen? That thing that they spend billions of shillings under because we
Then-
don't know what it is.
Then construct the tram. through it.
Underpass to nowhere. Because where does it go? That thing that you enter the stairs, unaenda chini unaenda. Where do you come
Tunatoka
out?
to the
Near
other side.
Other side is where?
The other side, not okay. Green Terminus. Green Park Terminus.
What's the? It's like 2 meters away from the thing. You go under, then you come out at the Green Park. Look, so this,
Or you
that
leave-
thing that
you
you've
leave
built.
Nanga's church, then the other side, that golf course. That's all. he
Apple
does.
too.
Apple too. That's all he does.
What I told her because to know like a tram,
Like a tram.
like a tram in the city.
Yeah.
Now, donor cuts.
Wait.
Oh, I can't. I'm upset.
78-year-old plan.
Yeah.
It's 2026.
Yeah.
Why are we reviving something that is 78 years old?
Because we can.
No, it's just a question, honestly. It's 2026. Can we do something better? Where are we going back 78
You're
years
asking people
ago?
to do something better, and you've said that they've spent billions of shillings on an
You guys- you re-
underpass that goes from left across the
Wait,
street
wait.
to right.
You realize even President Ruto was not born.
That's the plan that
That's
they're
the plan
bringing
they
back.
want to bring back.
And you people want to go forward to
You
2060.
guy, you want to go 26. We are
They're bringing
78 years.
years.
Wacha bana.
But I see you guys give us something that we can at least say that you're doing a good thing about. Please, donor cut hits family planning as contraceptive shortage bites. Wololo. Okay, I'm going to stop there because I can't. Sorry.
I don't know, man.
Ay,
It's sad.
yawa.
Okay. So the Daily Nation is on that story of why Uhuru's Azimio plan faces resistance. So former President Uhuru Kenyatta's concerted push to revive the Azimio coalition has triggered an implosion and rebellion within the wide opposition, with critics alleging a scheme to install Kalonzo Musyoka as its presidential flag bearer. So Rigathi Gachagua, don't imagine an endorsement from us. We are struggling day and night mobilizing the public. That's according to DCP party leader. And Kalonzo Musyoka says we continue our engagement, strengthening the unity of the opposition to deliver the Kenya that our people deserve. Jeremiah Kioni said they removed me from Azimio meetings because of my support for Fred Matiang'i. And Godfrey Sotsi says our focus now is to promote Linda Mwananchi and have our candidate formally declare his presidential bid. Of interest here is what Jeremiah Kioni says, knowing the party he's in and what is being alleged that Uhuru Kenyatta is pushing. It does not align.
I just wanted to say,
Yes.
Wairimu Nderito is in San Francisco, the Bay Area,
Yeah.
and she's at night waking up to listen to the show, and you've been missing for a while, but
Yeah.
we see you.
Yeah.
And you also write, somebody who says here that we must say their names. We must say their
must say
names.
their
We
names.
must say Brian Odhiambo. We must
Yeah.
say Albert Ojwang. We must say Rex Masai. We must say
Eric Otieno.
Julia. We must say Eric Otieno. We must say their names. So that's their names. Those are the ones you've killed.
Forever remain etched.
Carry on.
Yeah, so the county's health crisis deepens, striking medics dig in. So that was 3 billion that you're giving to the elderly?
3.18
818
billion shillings
In the
every
meantime,
year.
health workers are on the streets. Right? Hatuwezi enda kuwatafutia pesa
No.
tuwalipe so that they go back to work. And this is in Uasin Gishu County. Health workers demonstrate outside the county assembly premises in Eldoret yesterday, demanding implementation of a collective bargaining agreement and promotions, among other grievances. Why is that important? Because President William Ruto over the weekend was in Uasin Gishu.
Yes, he was.
Yes? Yes. Now, schools showcase creativity at music festival. That is in page 2. Page 3, from Nairobi to Karatina, the fast and loose life of Mchele Queen Wamugo. Now, at least 1.8 million shillings has been transferred from mobile money wallets and bank accounts of her victims. So that's the money that the Mchele Queen has been transferring from her victims. Now, Page 4 has highlighted more on the story on Uhuru Kenyatta and Azimio revival. Gachagua call rattles Mount Kenya leaders. Ex-DP push for Mount Kenya parties to fold into DCP sparks backlash as allies warn against move to dominate regions politics. So Gachagua pia amesema chama ni mo?
Moja.
Hapa mulima chama ni mo?
Jambo.
Wengine wamesema hiyo jamu ni wewe. Why fate of Linda Mwananchi lies in registrar's hands. Now leaders hit a brick wall in their attempt to reserve the popular slogan and register it as a political party ahead of the 2027 polls. The registrar told us he will review his decision and give us feedback at the end of the week. Iko shida kuregister Linda Mwananchi. So question ni, gari wanatumia ni gani? Some 462 learners processed over school unrest. So that is based off what we've seen pretty much better part of this year. And 462 have been processed, perhaps to face the law. Now, record numbers seat exams amid 6.7 billion shillings funding gap. If we took that 3.18 billion shillings is half the money that is needed to fund that gap on students who are sitting exams. Priorities, upside down. Inside the disputed 323 million shillings KTDA payment now under police probe. Good morning, Ndu. The headlines are sad this morning, whichever way.
What does that mean?
You're angry.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Bangalista.
Sips tea.
Yeah.
The Star this morning. Interpol. Kenyans lost 500 million shillings in SIM swap fraud. The country is experiencing attacks targeting vital digital infrastructure. It continues. I don't know if that Mchele Queen lady would be considered part of this digital fraud thing.
Yeah, she falls there.
Okay. InfoTrack has also done a ranking of the governor's performance, and Murang'a Governor Kangata takes the top spots in governor rankings. He's closely followed by George Natembeya of Trans Nzoia with 76%. Murang'a was at 80%. 71% by Kimani Wamatangi of Kiambu. Gladys Wanga of Homa Bay, 66%. And she is right up there with Mutula Kilonzo from Makueni. 65% is where Wesley Rotich, in case you were wondering, he's the governor for Elgeyo Marakwet. And Yang Nyong'o in 65% with in Kisumu. Simon Kachapin, West Pokot with 65. Simbarati of Kisii with 63. And Jonathan Lelelit, the one who was trying to fight with the Senate,
Yes.
of Samburu with 63%. So, quite a number of them above 50, so I guess you're operating well. Kangata is, cut above the rest from what we see. We'll continue looking at those. Linda Mwanainchi, to know its registration status this week, there was a bit of a brouhaha yesterday with them and the registrar of political parties, and then they had to come back and say, okay, sour guys, let's discuss it. Initially, they had said, no, we're not going to allow you reserve that name for registration. And then they said, we'll deal with you. But how will we deal with you? We'll deal with you with the law. Then after that, they came back and said, okay, come, let us talk this over. Ruto expands grassroots machine with elders and chiefs in a 2027 drive. That's exactly what it is. I think that headline that the Star has given there portrays it perfectly. This is about 2027.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's suddenly any duty of care that the presidency wants to give over village elders. I don't think that has...
Now is when you
been an
remember
epiphany.
they exist.
Yeah. It's all linked to 2027.
Yeah.
And if anybody needs to tell you that, then I think you're living with your head in the sand, under the earth. With the, how we were taught in science that there's the earth, there's the mantle, outer layer, inner layer, mantle. Before you get to the core, you're inside the core under the sand with a bucket over your head.
Yes.
If you cannot link the 2027 election and these things that we see today. Relief for patients as Kenya lands 10.4 billion shillings to reduce maternal and newborn deaths. Yay, that. I think it's great. August and September are going to remain dry. The weather forecast now says. They had told us it was going to rain, but I guess not anymore.
I really want to ask the question, with all this information that Kenya Met keeps giving us and updating it, right? How is that informing preparations or policy in terms of food security? Or when El Nino comes, disaster management?
It should be. It should inform, because data and communication, data and information for any government, there should be vital gems that you should be able to use. It should inform, but I don't know how much it's used.
Because so far, what we see is we just get information from Kenya Met. We're not getting any information even from NDMA.
Yeah.
We're not getting on what it is they're doing. Even Ministry of Agriculture in terms of food security. It is silent until when we start seeing animals die and people being given rations.
Then we start running around.
Then we start running around. Yet we have data that we can use to prepare.
Yeah. You actually do. All right. And so that final story. The Member of Parliament for South Mugirango is Silvanus Osoro.
Yes.
He tells us that State House observes a dry fast on Wednesday. So everybody in the House is fasting this morning. I don't know, to hear from God, so that your mind can be sharp. So I don't know why that information was important for us to know, but apparently
may the Spirit get to your hearts and work better for Kenyans.
Amen. May it yield something.
Yeah.
Amen.
May it bring
Homes.
justice.
And the Business Daily today tells us that homes and land price boom in Nairobi outskirts ends. That's gonna go down, is what we are being told today. Okay? Yeah, Apple Tuko.
Why am I wearing pink today? Is it symbolic?
You know what they say about real men wearing pink? Ask us after 7. Good morning.
Spice up your life. This is the Situation Room, the only way to start your day.